What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I am LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers who've come by this week. It is truly, truly appreciated. But listen, let's get right into it. The Knicks pulled off a great victory by beating the Atlanta Hawks 117 to 108. Listen, total team effort. Everybody came to play today. Even when the Hawks decided to come on and kind of make a push in the second half, the Knicks just pretty much, slammed the door shut. You had Fourier coming up with big buckets in the fourth quarter. Then you had RJ hitting a three from the corner. Then you had Julius getting a tough N1 going to the basket. Right? Listen, this is just total team effort. You know what I mean? Big time. Even Big Mitch poured in 14 points, 13 boards. He's just having a season so far. Listen, as soon as he started getting back in shape, like I've always said, he's a monster down there. So now the Knicks pretty much have the perimeter players and they have the big man in the middle. Listen, we're a dangerous team coming down the stretch. Dangerous. And with the addition of Cam Reddish, when he comes back from this little ankle injury he's got, listen, someone's going to have to lose minutes like I spoke about before. But listen, that's just an added weapon to what we have. Listen, the Knicks, when they're playing like this, man, they're very, very tough to beat. And to me, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, the engine to me is RJ Barrett. And the reason why he's the engine is because if you notice the confidence that everybody else is playing with when he's playing well, right? When he's going aggressive to the basket and he's being aggressive and not thinking twice about his game, the same thing happens with Fourier. The same thing happens with Big Mitch. No one is deferring to Randall anymore, right? Which is great, and that makes things better for Randall because even today we saw Randall diving on the floor, hustling. That's what we love. That's what we like to see, right? So now it's easy for him. Now he doesn't feel like he has to do certain things because RJ stepping up. And then, we kind of went through a little drought. Fourier stepped it up, started hitting big shots. So now we're rolling cohesively as a unit. Even, Grimes came off the bench. He had a couple of points here. I think he had 6 points, I believe. How much did Grimes have? Excuse me, no, Grimes had 8 tonight. He had 8. So he played solid tonight. Defensively also too. But we just look like a great unit, man. We just look cohesive. Even though we're shorthanded, they're getting great production out of those guys because they're playing aggressively and they're playing with a lot of confidence. And I say it because I think it was in the third quarter, Fourier was a little off with a couple of his 3-point shots, right? But then fourth quarter comes around, he ain't even thinking twice about it. He's pulling, right? He knocked down a couple of threes, hit one on a runner when he went to the basket. Then of course RJ hit one in the corner. So now they're just playing ball, man. They're not thinking twice. They're not letting certain things come in and really affect them. And they just look like a team today. They look like a really good team. And what's great is that you're starting to see Randall starting to come around. Randall's starting to play harder, starting to, bang the boards. He's always banging the boards, but his intensity is picking up, right? And I think that also, too, a lot of it has to do with he probably doesn't feel any pressure because all those other guys are playing well and they're playing better. You know what I mean? He had a great stat line tonight. He was 10 for 21, 24 points. 9 boards. Hey, look, check it out, guys. One turnover. See what I'm saying? So it's all coming together. Fourier had 18. Burks had 17. He also played great as well. And of course, RJ poured in 26. So listen, man, you're starting to see now the Knicks just look great. They really truly do. And now the beautiful part is, when Kemba comes back and Rose comes back, they have to kind of, adjust and kind of get into the role that how we're playing as a team, because you don't want them to come back and kind of mess it up, which I don't think they will because they're seasoned vets. They understand how to fit in to a team and not really messed up. So you know how cohesively a team is rolling. They just pretty much just fill in wherever they can. But I think it'll be great. Also, too, I think it'll be great, taking away the point guard responsibilities from Burke and giving it to Kemba because, Burks is not really a legit point guard, so that can help. So they look great. Right, they look great. They look great today. And even what I loved also too is even when the Hawks did make a push, the Knicks were able to pretty much slam that door shut and say, "Hey, listen, man, look, let's get out of here with a W." Okay, one thing I am a little concerned about is the lack of Obi's minutes. I understand, there's a history of Tibbs doing this with guys. He doesn't really like to play young guys. That's always been him. That's typical Tibbs. He's an old school coach. But my only thing is that, you don't want that to really affect a guy like Obi, who has a lot of potential just his confidence, right? Because he only played he didn't play that much. He only played like 10 minutes, I think, tonight. No, 11 minutes. He had no points again. Um, he's got to play, man. He's got to play a lot. He has to. That's the only way he's going to get better. And I don't like when he makes a defensive mistake, Tibbs is ready to snatch him out. You know what I mean? This is not high school, man. Like, you got to let him work through that. This is the league. He's playing against the best basketball players in the world. Sometimes you're going to have defensive lapses. You shouldn't, but it happens. You're playing with great basketball players. You're playing against great basketball players. So you're going to have those moments. So I think Tibbs has got to give him a little bit more like leeway, man, to make mistakes and work through them to get better, because the more mistakes he makes and he learns from them, the better he's going to be down the road, right? So where we could depend on him in the playoffs and in clutch moments, right? But you don't want to throw the guy out there and, he's afraid to make a mistake because all you're going to do is yank him. You know what I mean? So that doesn't help, man. So I'm a little concerned about that. I hope, he starts giving Obi more minutes and just, doesn't, kind of, hurt the kid's confidence, because we need that. We need his athleticism, and I think he's made great strides since last season. So we got to keep riding that. But listen, great win tonight. All right, let's come back Monday night and get that dub, right? But it was beautiful, man. Beautiful win tonight. They look great. Let's keep it going. All right, I'm LV Live. All right, that's my show. Once again, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, all right? Also, too, hit that bell icon over there to get notifications on my new shows. All right? Once again, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out. Peace.